You're gonna be just like you are outside of the ring. Alone. What is that record? Like what? 0-3? Woo!
Hey, Tiffany, is that why Kaiser's in my DMs? Charlotte Flair! And her opponent, Tiffany Stratton!
It's crazy to think that Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton has been a match that many fans have been wanting to see for a very, very long time. Ever since Tiffany Stratton was seen as a top prospect in her NXT days and Charlotte Flair being herself, we just knew this was going to be a great match when they finally faced off. When the Royal Rumble came around and people were asking me, Suplex, who do you think is going to win? I said it's going to be Charlotte Flair and she's going to be facing Tiffany at WrestleMania. I was met with a lot of people saying, why do you want Charlotte to win? She doesn't need to win. I'm like, I don't want her to win. I just know she's going to win. And what do you know? She won. She chose Tiffany Stratton to be her opponent at WrestleMania 41. Let me tell you something else. I have never, I don't know about never, but as of right now, I can't think of a single feud that has had promos that made me want to see the match less than this right here. I'm going to say something about Charlotte Flair, and it goes all the way back to the first time these two women shared the ring on the microphone back in February, and it has come out every single time they have been in the ring with each other since this moment. It has been very evident to me, and I don't know if it's been evident to you guys, but to me, because I've been seeing her wrestle for 10 plus years now, that Charlotte Flair has been phoning it in. I can't speak too much on in the ring because I don't watch SmackDown. I don't know how she's been wrestling in the ring. But on the microphone, whenever she is in the ring with Tiffany, it's like she's not even trying. Like she's not giving Tiffany room to breathe. She just comes at her with this nonchalant, I'm better than you nature about her. And that's something we've come to know about Charlotte is that, you know, she's the queen. She's above everyone else, right? It's like you truly would need to watch these promos to really understand when I say it seems like she truly does not like this woman, Tiffany Stratton, or she doesn't care to be in a feud with Tiffany Stratton, or she doesn't care to be in this right now. And this segment right here was kind of proof of that. 2 weeks ago, Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair had a segment that was kind of like via satellite, whatever. And I feel like this segment alone truly exposed both women at the same time. This segment showed that Tiffany Stratton is not quite there on the microphone just yet, and she is definitely not on Charlotte Flair on the mic. Whenever Tiffany would say something, Charlotte Flair would have this very nonchalant comeback, and it seemed like Tiffany was either flustered or just wasn't prepared to respond to it. It seemed like by the end she was almost drowning in this segment, but also it exposed Charlotte Flair. Because I will say, Charlotte Flair was like steamrolling Tiffany Stratton in this segment. She was steamrolling her because Tiffany was trying too hard and Charlotte wasn't trying hard at all. So we're going to rewatch the snippet of this segment, right? I need you to do me a favor. Use both your senses here. I need you to listen to Tiffany's promo, but watch Charlotte's body language, and you'll see what I mean.
You're not that special.
I feel pretty special. I've got the title around my shoulders.
Via cash-in.
And I earned this title. Week
Via
after week.
cash-in. At WrestleMania 41, it's going to be the pinnacle of your career. For me, I'm just going to get to shine my light on some undeserving girl who, because she has blonde hair, can do a backflip, thinks that she can compare herself to me. No, sweetheart, you have not earned that.
And I looked up to you. You couldn't even look me in the eyes because you know that I'm the woman here to take your throne.
I almost had a tear listening to you. Yes, Tiffany, I said you were a star. But what did you want me to do? Did you want me to walk to that ring, give you a high five, slap you on the butt, give you a big hug, and say, yes, we can do this, girl? No, I'm the only woman in the locker room that tells you the truth. I'm not here for that.
Listen, though I said she is phoning it in, I'm not going to take too much away from her because I thought she came across pretty badass in that promo. She nailed that scoffing, I'm better than you, and I know that I am, so I'm not going to stoop down to your level. She nailed that. If that's what she was going for, I thought she nailed it. Because she was cutting Tiffany off almost at every instant she could and was not giving Tiffany a chance to like get one over on her, Tiffany drowned that entire time. I thought it made the champion look weak, which it's like if you're trying to go for the underdog vibe for Tiffany, that's fine. But she also needs a little bit of shine, and she didn't get that in this segment. Then you fast forward to this Friday. You have two blonde white women who don't look that far apart from each other in the looks department, both wearing black and like the same outfit. I don't know whose costume design choice this was, but like, that was not good. If I'm tuning into SmackDown for the very first time, I'm not gonna know who is who. And I'm not trying to be insulting. I'm not trying to be like, oh, women look, but like, how are you going to describe who is who based on what I just explained to you? Like, even from a costume movie choice, if you're trying to go for they're dressed the same because they're one and the same. Tiffany's a younger version of Charlotte, or this is a reflection of Charlotte, Tiffany is. If that's what you're going for, okay, I understand that. But again, they look the exact same. So I don't know why you tried to go for this vibe, but like, let's not do that again. In this segment, you have them trying to go for this back and forth, and now they're in Chicago, right? They're back in the States, and the crowd is booing Charlotte so heavily that it seemed like she got rattled by it. It's pretty like shocking to me because Charlotte Flair is a veteran. She's been in this business for 10 plus years. I have seen Charlotte Flair go out in front of crowds and get booed massively, and she works it pretty fine. I can't honestly say that I can remember a time where she got booed worse than this time. This might have been the worst she's gotten booed before. But here she was taken aback by it. Like midway through a promo, she just kind of gave up and said, I'll let you have the last word. She genuinely just stopped caring midway through the promo. But then she gets frustrated and she's like, you know what? I'll let Tiffany have the last word, basically, since y'all not gonna let me speak. Tiffany, you can have the last words. And then as Tiffany is talking, she's still cutting her off.
But outside of the ring, you ain't the queen of What are you saying? I can't hear you, Tiffany. It's so squeaky.
And it didn't take a Twitter post telling me that these two women went off the script for me to understand that they legitimately do not like each other. It's very apparent. Charlotte, at the very least, Charlotte doesn't like her. Charlotte has taken every opportunity to make Tiffany Stratton look like an idiot, incompetent, or like she's not ready. And listen, I'm not a wrestler in the business, so who am I to say, like, you know, Charlotte's being unprofessional? But, you know, if you're trying to make the champion look credible, she's doing a poor job at doing that. She's basically using every opportunity to little sis Tiffany Stratton, and it's working. I guess Tiffany Stratton gets fed up, and I can understand why, and in comes the line.
You're gonna be just like you are outside of the ring. Alone. What is that record? Like what? 0-3? Woo! Hey, Tiffany, is that why Kaiser's in my DMs?
Tiffany drops the 0-3 line, which is a reference to Charlotte Flair now being through 3 divorces, as she just got a divorce from Andrade. Charlotte could not let Tiffany have that. That's when she came back with it. Is that why Ludwig Kaiser's in my DMs line? The reports came out that that was unscripted, and I can believe that because it just, the vibe and the energy of it felt very real. It felt very raw. Sometimes a little bit of shooting can enhance the promo. It actually can enhance the feud. It can be a good thing when done right. This isn't being done right. That little exchange was awkward in my opinion. Now, was the 0-3 line appropriate from Tiffany? No, it wasn't. If that wasn't in the strip and Charlotte wasn't okay with that line, then that was not okay. But at the same time, if Charlotte Flair has been little sissing her the entire feud and cutting her off and, yeah, Tiffany, you're squeaky Tiffany, like the whole time, I can understand why Tiffany had to go there. So both women are at fault for why this went down the way it did. I don't think it's one person. I think it's both women, but mainly it's someone who's been phoning it in, cutting them off the entire time. This was not a good segment. I don't think really any of the segments they have been good from both sides. And at this point, this is making me want to see them wrestle less. And I don't have a doubt in my mind that when they wrestle WrestleMania, they're going to put on a great match. But they are not great in the ring with microphones in their hand. They have negative chemistry with each other. From now until WrestleMania, no more segments, no more talking to each other. We gotta have promo packages just telling us how great they are, maybe speaking to each other through promo packages, but like in the ring talking to, that's it, like no more. Because they are doing the match that they are going to have a complete disservice by sharing the microphone with one another. They can't do it anymore. Even with a mediator in the ring, they can't get along. So they wrestle WrestleMania. Just hope we don't get a Kazuchika Okada versus Kaito Kiyomiya situation where Charlotte Flair goes over. Maybe that's like not a bad thing that I don't want to see. I don't know. But what do you guys think about this? Comment down below. Let me know. Talk more soon.